Mitoza is a point-and-click, choose-your-own-adventure game developed by Gal Mamalya and was released on March 5, 2021. Surreal is a good word to describe this game. Abstract is a better way. Mitoza is a manifold pathway of smooth transitions and moving art, all beginning and ending with a tiny seed. The seed is the bringer of life and the return after death or end. We can choose to plant the seed in a pot, thus breeding life, or subjecting it to a new kind of medium, inside a little bird that has converted this seed into another compartment of life, an egg. The theme here is its namesake colloquialism for mitosis, a division of cells that each have their own properties. The premise behind this game is so charming and executed in a seemingly random structure that them become learned paths for your many journeys. And the best part about these journeys is that you'll get lost a few times, but you'll always find your way back to those places you've never seen. The icon in the upper right corner allows you to view all of the symbols that you have collected and still have yet to see. This is a great grounding mechanic that is present in so many games. I'm thinking Binding of Isaac is a main example of this. It makes your journey through the different iterations of this game worth it, and not even from an item collection standpoint. Mitoza is composed of bizarre and often hilarious moments of well-animated circumstances. Therefore, the collection aspect is tethered to our desire to watch all of this mayhem unfold. But the game doesn't just showcase bizarre images, they leave us with the impressions of ideas. The purpose for the existence of these different animations is to leave us with our own feelings, to make us hyper-aware of how we feel when we see obscure combinations of ordinary things and animals and body parts apparently. When I see a seed transform into a potted Venus flytrap, only to be eaten by a rogue fly, and then to slap that fly with a fly slapper, and it has a potato chopper effect on the fly and it turns into little flies, I feel confusion and a sense of humorous irony. I don't necessarily understand what the images mean, but I do find the irony, the juxtaposition, the profundity of these visuals to be quite theatrical in its presentation and flexible in its transitions. Even if there is nobody on Earth that can interpret what they see in Mitoza, there is still a verisimilitude within the abstraction that comes from the developer's intention behind the production of this game. My initial analysis of this game isn't anything special, because I submitted to the world of the game without imposing any framework whatsoever upon it. This is kind of a unique experience for me, but it's completely welcomed. I'm so used to trying to view games through lenses that I sometimes forget about just letting the game speak for itself. But to be honest, Mitoza spoke to me and it never shut up and it was awesome. Mitoza for me is the equivalent of a 30-minute chuckle. Like the kind of chuckle that isn't because something is funny, but because something is so interesting you can't help but chuckle in solidarity with it. It's one of those esteemed chuckles that rich people give when they talk about how much handrails cost on their diamond yachts. I'm only kidding. It's one of those chuckles that come from gamers who were impressed and a little stumped by what they were playing. There was nothing about this experience that didn't keep my engagement. I was hooked until I finished every path from start to finish. Mitoza is an experiment in using extremely unconventional elements and a unique theme to keep the audience's engagement at a maximum. I'm very happy I experienced this game, and I hope to see more abstract candy from Gal in the future. 9.2 out of 10.